Okay, let us start today's class. So good morning to all of you. So in previous class we were discussing about motion in plane. So what about position vector in motion plane, velocity vector what, acceleration vector what, and in previous class I have discussed you that motion in plane equations can be written as two independent motion in straight line waves. Means r can be written as xi cap plus yj cap. Means velocity can be written as vxi cap plus vyj cap. Along velocity along x axis will be there, and velocity along y axis also it will be there. And yeah, acceleration also axi cap plus ayj cap will be there. Three dimensional plane means axi cap plus ayj cap plus azk cap. Three will be there. Okay, and all kinematic equations in terms of position vectors I have written and I have shown you. Clear? Yeah. So one more equation, let us see. We have one more equation. Final velocity square minus initial velocity square is equal to 2ax. Do you know? Yes. 2as or 2ar distance or displacement. 2as displacement. This in plane if you want to write velocity can be written as vx I cap plus vyj cap whole square minus ux I cap plus uyj cap whole square is equal to 2 into ax I cap plus ayj cap into S is nothing but displacement. You can written as xi cap plus yj cap. That means if you take only this is square one. Okay? Yeah. Square. These are the squares. Now, if you compare only I component and j component, you will get vx square minus ux square will be equal to 2ax into x. In the same way, vy square minus uy square can be written as 2 times of ay into 1. Like 2 into acceleration into y displacement. So velocities are only in y component. Here also velocities are only in x component. So x distance here. So we can write like this, Nana. We should have an idea on this. Okay? So with this all four equations are over. Now see for your competitive exams how they will ask you questions on this topic. Very important point I am going to discuss now. So previously so many years this type of questions they are repeating, Nana. So you need to remember this. See for example a position vector of a particle is given as position vector of a particle is given as r bar is equal to 2t square plus t minus 2 t square minus 2 I cap j cap is given. Okay, this is one equation they are given. What is this? Displacement vector of a particle in two-dimensional plane, and it is depending upon time. Okay, yeah. So this is for JD students and NEET students. You need to remember this type of questions. Very important type of questions I am discussing now. So what they will ask you, sir? So what they will ask you, know, for example, see, find x component of particle which is doing this motion. X component of particle when y component becomes 0. Okay, but I will take this is 4. When y component is equal to 0, find x component of Okay. What is x component of a particle here? This is x component. Means x is equal to 2t square. So to find this, we should know time. We don't know time, but I given one condition. Y component is equal to 0. Okay, na? Students, is my voice? Everything is it clear? 39 students are there. Okay. Okay. Now, so this is x component. Then what is y component, sir? Y component is given as e square minus 4 s. This x I cap is y j cap. Okay. Now, according to question, y component is 0. Means 0 is equal to t square minus 4. Then t square is equal to 4. T is equal to root 4. Means 2 seconds. Time how much? 2 seconds we got. Substitute here, x is equal to 2 into 2 square. 2 into 2 square is 4. 4 to the 8. So x is equal to, if it is in meters, 8 meters it will be. Distance no, meters or centimeters you will be there. Okay, na? Very simple question. No, they won't ask you like this. Find velocity of a particle. When y component is equal to 0. Question is this one only. Y component is 0. Find velocity of a particle. They will ask. Yeah. So y component of a particle is 0 means time into 2 seconds we got from this. We want velocity. How to find velocity? Velocity is nothing but dr by dt. Yes or no? Yes. For this differentiation we should do. Means d by dt of 2t square I cap plus d by dt of e square minus 4 j cap. Then only I get velocity. Yes. So velocity is equal to 2 is common constant. It will come out d by dt of e square is 2d I cap plus d by dt of t square is 2d minus 4 is 0 j cap. Means velocity is equal to 4t I cap plus 2t j cap. This is velocity. Okay. But time how much? 2 seconds. According to the question, when y is equal to 0, they are given. So time is equal to 2 seconds. Substitute here, you get 4 into 2 I cap plus 2 into 2 j cap. Means it is comes out to be 4 to the 8. 8 I cap plus 4 j cap. If you want magnitude of this velocity, then it will be 8 square plus 4 square. This x component square plus y component square. Means it will be under root of 8 square is 64 plus 4 square is 16. Total is how much? 80. 70, 80, yes, root 80. Something root 80 value will get 4 root 2, yeah, 4 root 5, 65 80, yes, correct. 4 root 5, 8.9, yes, 8.9, 8.9 meter per second is the value. Clear? This is one type of question they may ask. One equation I am taking and I am asking all the questions. Okay? Yeah. Next, they may ask you find time when find the time when find the time when vertical component of velocity of the particle is 0. They may ask you like this. Vertical velocity is equal to 0. That time find time. Okay. What is vertical displacement? T square minus 4. Vertical velocity what? dy by dt. You know this? Yeah. Means d by dt of t square minus 4. We should do. Okay. So it will be d by dt of t square minus d by dt of 4. Okay, it is what? 2t minus 0 means you are getting 2t. What is vertical velocity? If vertical velocity is 0, if you do, means 0 is equal to 2t. That means t should be 0. We can't find. Are you understanding? But sometimes they use vertical velocity is 6 meter per second. Then find the time. Means this you make 6 meter per second. Then what you get? T value comes out to be 6 meter per second by 2. Means yeah. Clear? Yes. 6 by 2 is 3 seconds. Answer. D by dt of 4 is 0. Amarish, 4 is a constant term. 4 is a constant term. You can't get differentiation of constant is 0 always. Differentiation of constant is 0. Clear? Okay. This is the time I got. Okay. Now I want. If I ask, find the time when horizontal velocity is 6. Can you find? Yes, you can find. Horizontal velocity is 6 meter per second element. Then what is the time? Can you find? Yes. Horizontal displacement how much? X is equal to 2t square. Then what is Vx? Dx by dt means d by dt of 2t square means 2 into d by dt of t square means 2 into 2t means it is 4t. This is Vx. So this is equal to 6 is the given means Vx is equal to 6. But what is Vx we got? 4t is equal to 6. Then t is equal to 6 by 4, 3 by 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds. Means 1.5 seconds. Means in a time of 1.5 seconds. Good, Sima, good. In a time of 1.5 seconds, velocity, horizontal velocity is becoming this. And they will ask you at this time, what is the total velocity? You need to find. At this time, what is the distance traveled by the particle? Substitute here, you will get the answers. All, whatever they will ask, that you need to do. This is how they will ask you questions for competitive exams, Nana. Did you understand these all points? Is it clear? Okay? Yeah. Now, I am going to give you one equation. You have to tell me the answer. Okay? Take pen and paper and try to solve. And this type of questions, lot of questions you are having in your objective material, solve them all. Okay? Again, when I'll start objective discussion, no, I won't discuss more on these topics. Just I will give you homework. So you should be in a position to solve them all. Okay? Yes, I am giving you. The position vector of a particle is given as. Position vector of a particle is given as t cube minus 2t. I cap plus t square minus 2t j cap. Okay? Yeah, this is the equation that I given. This is position vector. Now my question is find time when Ax is equal to 0. Horizontal acceleration is equal to 0. That time what is the at that time what is the time at which horizontal acceleration is equal to 0? Can you solve? Yes. You want Ax. Ax is what? D by dt of Bx. But for finding this, we need Bx. What is Bx? D by dt of x. For finding this, we need x. What is x? This is x. will get the answer. Yes, I am writing C. X is equal to t cube minus 2t. I want x is nothing but dx by dt. I am writing that d by dt of t cube is 3t square minus 2. 2 is constant, d by dt of t is 1. Okay, next I want acceleration is nothing but dv by dx by dt is equal to how much you are getting? This will be 60 minus 0 means ax is equal to 60. You can't find it will come out to be 0. So ax is equal to 3 meter per second square. Then what is the time? Can you find? Yes, 3 is equal to 60. Then t equal to 3 by 6. 1 by 2. 0.5 seconds. Good. Are you getting? Understand, you know? So they have given 0.5 second. Okay, got. Now question C, how they will ask? They have given this statement. Now they will ask you find velocity of a particle when tangential acceleration is 3 meter per second square. What they will ask? Find velocity of a particle when horizontal acceleration is 3 meter per second square. So find what velocity you need to find when a is equal to 3 meter per second square. Means first from this condition we need to find time we got. Now we want velocity. So from this how to write velocity? Velocity can be written as dr by dt. Yes or no? Yes. So dr by dt means for this it will be 3t square minus 2 into I cap plus 2t minus 2 j cap. This is the velocity you get. I am writing direct step. How many of you are understand this step? This step understood? I want velocity. So for this I am taking derivative. D by dt of t cube is 3t square. I have written 3t square minus d by dt of 2t is 2 I cap plus d by dt of t square is 2t minus 2. Okay, I want velocity. So velocity is equal to 3. What is the time? Half second. Okay, half second minus 2 I cap plus 2 into half second minus 2 j cap. Okay. So velocity you get 3 by 4 minus 2 I cap plus 1 minus 2 j cap. Are you understanding what I am doing? 1 by 2 also is 1 by 4. 3 into 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. Yes. So its velocity will be LCM is 4. Here 3. Here 8. I cap plus minus j cap means directly minus j cap. Minus 1 no, minus 1 into plus minus j cap. So it comes out to be minus 5 by 4 I cap minus j cap. So this is the velocity. Something randomly I have taken one question and I am giving. Though you are not getting accurate answer, I am trying to give you the concept how they will ask you questions. I didn't divide with time. I want velocity. Velocity can be found by differentiate this one. I have got this equation. I got this equation. In this equation, time is variable. This time I got from this condition. No need to divide. Directly instantaneous velocity finder. Velocity equation right. You will get the answer. Still doubt? Okay? Okay, na students? Now, so this is how they will ask me. Try to solve all the questions which are like this. They are very important. This type of questions they will ask for CET, NEET and JEE. Important questions. You should have idea on this. Okay. Next, I am moving on to very important concept, that is projectile motion. Very important for your board exam. 5 marks. Every year they are asking on this topic question. 5 mark question. Okay? Yes. See for example, here till now whatever we discussed, that is motion in straight line only. Motion in straight line only. Now you take one ball and throw it to your friend. Okay, it will move like this. If you throw a ball, it will move like this. No, if you throw a ball, it will go a parabolic path like this. Okay, so this motion at each and every time of instant, what is the velocity of a particle we need to discuss, and how much maximum height it can travel, that we need to find, and how much distance it will cover, this we need to find, and to travel this much distance, how much time it will take. These are all the things we need to find. Clear? Yes. Now, see, for suppose you are having a coordinate plane, xy coordinate plane, let us take. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin. Okay? Now, from here, if we throw one ball or one object or one particle from here, okay, like this, with some initial velocity u, you throw it. Okay, with some initial velocity u, you throw it. How it will move? Because acceleration due to gravity is acting on the ball downward direction. Yes or no? Due to that reason, it will move straight like this up. After reaching the maximum height, it will come down again. Okay, it will hit the ground at some point. Yes or no? Yes, it will travel like this. Okay? Yes. Now, we need to find these all the things. Okay? Now, see, as this velocity, this projectile is moving like this with initial velocity u, and this velocity of a projectile or a body is making some angle theta. That is, imagine it will make some angle theta with the horizontal axis, x-axis. No? Yes. Now, this u value velocity, right in terms of its component. Okay, u value right in terms of its component. How can we write? Okay, along x-axis, its velocity will be us, and that is u cos theta. Do you know? Yes. Where any theta is making, that side will be u cos theta, and exactly opposite to that, velocity will be ui, and that will be u sin theta. Do you know this? Yes. Resolution of a vector, we know. Resolution of a one quantity into its component. Along axis which is making angle theta will be cos theta, and opposite that it will be sin theta. Always these two will be perpendicular. Clear? That means this projectile means nothing but a body which is projected with some angle theta from the horizontal surface, and it will move under the effect of gravity is called as projectile. Any object, any particle, any body which is thrown with some initial velocity u under the effect of gravity by making some angle theta with the horizontal axis or vertical axis, then it will be called as a projectile. Okay, now this projectile is moving. Clear? Now see here, as we know that earth will be there downside, earth will be there, and this earth is exerting some acceleration on in downward direction. G value, acceleration due to gravity is acting in downward direction always. Are you understanding what I am saying? So acceleration due to gravity is acting downward, whereas That means this acceleration due to gravity, we can take a y. Vertically acceleration is there. That is due to acceleration due to gravity. Whereas acceleration due to gravity along x-axis will be 0. Along x-axis, there will be no acceleration. Whatever the velocity will give for a body, with that velocity only it will travel. So no one is pushing it or pulling it. So the body which is thrown, it is not accelerating along x-axis. Whereas along y-axis, it is getting accelerating downward because Earth is attracting that body with this acceleration. Are you understanding? That means for this projectile, along the horizontal, we are having one velocity that is u cos theta. Clear? And along the horizontal, acceleration of it is 0. Whereas along the vertical axis, velocity is equal to u sin theta. Whereas acceleration acting on it is g, and that too minus sign. Minus sign indicates it is downward direction. Minus sign indicates it is downward direction. I am saying, okay? Yes. Now let us imagine that this projectile is covering some distance. Let us imagine here this projectile. This is the body which is projected like this. Then let us imagine it has covered some distance x along the horizontal. This distance x we call it as r. That is nothing but range. What do you call that one? Range. Okay, remember, range is nothing but the maximum horizontal distance a projectile can cover is called as range. They may ask you one more question, these are things. What is the range of a projectile? Equation is there, we will get. And definition wise, the maximum horizontal distance a projectile can cover. Projectile is nothing but any object, any particle or any body which is thrown with some initial velocity u by making some angle theta with the horizontal under the effect of gravity is called as projectile. Now this projectile is covering some distance along x-axis. Okay? So x-axis distance how much? Let us find. Okay. So to cover this distance x-axis, it will take some time. Yes or no? Yes. Let us imagine in a time of t seconds. In a time of t seconds. In a time t is equal to t seconds. Let us imagine horizontal distance covered by t is how much? Let us see. Okay? Yeah. So we know that along x-axis, I am writing equation of motion. That is x is equal to uxt plus half axt square. We know this formula. Along x-axis, displacement vector. X is equal to uxt plus half axt square we know. Okay. So x is equal to ux how much u cos theta into t unknown value string plus e0 because ax is 0. Are you understanding, students? Okay. That means x value comes out to be u cos theta into t. Then what is t now? T will be x by u cos theta. Okay. Remember this value. Remember this value. X is equal to t is equal to x upon t cos theta. X upon u cos theta. That is equal to t. Okay. Yes. Now in a same time of t, how much distance it will cover vertically? Vertically it will cover a distance of y. Vertically it will cover a distance of y. Okay. So let us find that equation. We know y is equal to uyt plus half ayt square. You know this equation? Yes or no? Yes. Now let us substitute y is equal to what is uy? Uy is u sin theta into t minus half into g into t square. Did you understand this? Why I have written minus? Because ay is minus g. That's why. Now in this substitute t value, y is equal to u sin theta into what is t? X by u cos theta. Substitute x upon u cos theta minus half g into x by u cos theta whole square. Okay? Yeah. So this equation becomes y is equal to x into you cancel. Sin theta by tan theta is sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. X tan theta minus g x square upon 2 u square cos square theta. You need to prove this. This equation, it is in the form of y equal to ax minus bx square. Here a is nothing but tan theta, b is nothing but g by u cos square theta. If any equation in the form of y is equal to ax minus bx square, then that equation represents a parabolic equation, parabola. See, you know y is equal to x square is a parabola. I have explained you this in basic mathematics. Okay? Bridge course I have explained this one. Whenever an equation is in the form of y equal to x square, it is a parabolic equation. Here this is also in the form of y equal to x square. Okay? It is also a parabolic equation. Means mathematically we are proving that this body will go like this, parabolically it will go like this. Clear? Students, are you understanding? Okay? So what they will ask you for your board exams is, they will ask you, show that motion of a projectile is parabola. Show that a projectile thrown with the initial velocity u by making some angle theta with the horizontal is a parabola. This equation you should show, and you should compare this one with this, so that it is a parabola. Should write this equation represents a parabola. Okay, this equation you need to remember, Nana. On this equation they may ask you questions, objective questions. You need to by heart this equation. Y is equal to x tan theta minus g x square upon 2 u square cos square theta. You need to remember this. Okay, see, without saying I am saying, see, I am closing my eyes and I am saying y is equal to x tan theta minus g x square upon 2 u square cos square theta. You need to remember this, because they will give you one equation which is can be comparable with this, and they will ask you what is the angle it will make, what is the velocity it is thrown. These are things in objective, not in subjective. In objective they will ask you. Okay, so you need to remember this equation. Okay, so in next class we will derive what is the maximum height, what is the maximum range it will have, how much time it will take. These are things we derive in next class. In today's class, just understand how this equation has came. So I am repeating one more time. See, let us imagine a projectile is thrown with the initial velocity u by making some angle theta to the horizontal. Then this initial velocity u can be resolved into two components along x-axis, along y-axis. Along x-axis ux, that is u cos theta. Along y-axis uy, that is u sin theta. Now always only along the vertical direction only acceleration due to gravity will be there. Along the horizontal direction no acceleration due to gravity. Ax is 0. So applying equations of motion, that is a kinematic equation. X is equal to ut plus half at square is there, no? That along x-axis you apply. You will get x is equal to uxt plus half axt square. Because ax is equal to 0, this total term will become 0. Now you will get x is equal to u cos theta into t. Clear? Yes. Then what is t? T will be x upon u cos theta you got. Now keep it this time with you. Okay? Now go to vertical component velocities. Okay? uy is equal to u sin theta, ay is minus gt minus g. Then vertical displacement is given as uyt plus half ayt square. uyt plus half ayt square. Okay? What is uy? Uy is u sin theta into t. Plus will become minus because this is minus g. Half g t square. Now wherever t is there you substitute this value x upon u cos theta. Yes, I have substituted. Now this u cancel. You will get x into sin theta by cos theta is tan theta minus g is x square by 2 into This is square means u square cos square theta. X tan theta minus gx square by 2u square cos square theta. Okay, this equation represents a parabolic motion. Parabolic equation means a projectile thrown with some angle theta with the horizontal is always a parabola. Okay, no? Clear? And this will be there in your subjective material and as well as in objective material also. This proof 5 marks important. You need to read this. Okay, na? Clear? Did you understand today's class, students? Strength is less. 41 is there. 41 is the strength. Very less. I'll take attendance. I have to take.